हम लोग खुद ही बॉक्स करने की कोशिश करते हैं, टीवी एक्टर, वेब एक्टर, ये एक्टर, वो एक्टर. अरे क्यों यार, सभी एक्टर हैं. A lot of people turn around and tell me, oh, you're such a tomboy, you're so this, and I'm just like, I'm not a tomboy. I have played sports all my life. Had I danced all my life, I would have been like a dancer. मेरा किचन साफ करना शुरू कर दिया और मुझे सब दालों के नाम पता चल गए हैं और मुझे पता है कि कौन सी दाल कहाँ रखते हैं और आटा कहाँ रखते हैं, चावल कहाँ रखते हैं, which I absolutely had no idea about.
Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Before we talk about anything else, I want to first know how has this lockdown been for you mentally? Because I mean, for creative people like you and for artists, work from home is not really a concept.
You know, honestly, Nikita, I would be like, I would say it's a little unfair for me to compare my situation with others because promotions and releases have really kept me busy. And you know, it was Marzi, then it was Betal. So I didn't have time. I had no time to sit and think or mull over, oh, what should I do next? And for me, hitting this pause button was very important. Of course, the idea of being minimalistic has come into a lot of our lives. We don't need too much. We don't need the hullabaloo that we usually deal with, especially artists, especially actors. You know, we're always surrounded with so many people, always like, you know, there's like an entourage or something. You really don't need so much. You don't need too much in life to live happily. The lockdown really led me to meditate because I was very anxious when it began and I was very worried that I don't think I'll be able to survive this. What if I can't breathe? Like I was just feeling claustrophobic, you know, I was just feeling weird. And I think when I started meditating, it calmed me down.
Has this time also given you opportunity to learn some technical aspects by yourself?
Fully Atmanirbhar now. Like, I mean, Vana, I'm really lucky, Nikita, because I've actually had back-to-back releases during the entire lockdown. I feel like it's great that I've managed to do my own setup and in my styling, of course, like my stylist just sends me all the clothes and I'm just like, I'll wear this. So it's pretty streamlined there. But I feel like at least that whole idea of like, oh, I was so dependent on everyone to do this and that's completely gone. And I think like it's good. It's Atmanirbhar.
We move on to talking about Huda Hafiz now. For a role that demands a certain body language and accent, how much time in preparation went into looking and speaking like your character?
Very, very actively participated in everything sports. I never stayed in class. I never stood still. So there were lots of problems with me while growing up, I think, which kind of work in my favor now because all the restlessness and everything has now been combined and is being used effectively into my profession. So definitely that skill set is something that I have inherently been born with and I've always worked on myself. Coming to the diction part of it, yes, I'm playing an Arab agent. My name's Tamina Hamid in the film. And she is, although she's wearing a hijab, but she's still a badass cop. She is doing action, she's chasing, she's running, she's driving. So I did all sorts of things while I was shooting for the film. And I mean, when you look at a woman in a hijab, you wouldn't imagine her doing, you know, you would imagine her being a little more demure but I like the fact that Farooq put me in a suit. You know, when I saw my costume, I was very excited. I was like, wow. But it was really interesting because they can't say per, they say burr. So every time I had to say like per, I had to say burr. But then they were like, no, let's just not like confuse the audience. Pata chala aap police ki jagah police puri picture mein bol rahi hain. So, you know, things like that. So there were lots of calls that we had to take very... you know, we had to be very careful and very cautious about how we are saying even the Hindi words, which the Arabs say in a certain way, but we have to say it because we're also doing a Hindi film. You understand that we're also catering to a Hindi audience.
Your role in Lipstick Under My Burqa was lauded and appreciated. Of course, Alankita has been a director who's known to make women-centric films and you worked with her in that movie. How do you now see cinema evolving with giving, you know, more opportunities for female-led films where we see women doing action or the story revolving around women?
there are certain things that are very deep rooted in our society. For example, the woman is the nurturer, the woman handles the kitchen, the woman, takes care of the home, the woman is the bhabiji or the sasuma or the behen or the sister. Those are the roles that are like the roles that we've been conditioned to see, because those are the roles that are, these are like stereotyping. But what is exciting now is that people are ready to experiment. The reason why you were going to ask me about the action, also this is the first time I've done action. I've never really done so much action. In Betal I had very little action. It was more about handling of the guns or running with the ammunition and crawling and all those kind of things. It wasn't really like packed action. This is the first time I did hand-to-hand combat. I did action choreography. I understood what action is. For me, this was a huge learning, this film. But yes, having said that, we don't write enough roles for women, which require them to do a lot of action. And I think somewhere it's starting to change, because I thoroughly enjoyed this process.
Do you also feel OTTs is also a space that lets you explore more as compared to other mediums?
It's given us so many roles, it's given us so much opportunity. And I really truly believe that it's, I owe a lot of my career to it, almost 80% of it. Because if I had not got OTT, I would have not been able to experiment so much with so many roles or so many genres. And I would have not been able to collaborate with so many actors, with so many filmmakers. I would have not been able to do all that. It's because of the OTT that I've got so much opportunity. I have worked with people who have done television. I have worked with stars. I have worked with film actors. I have worked with web. And, honestly, for me, they all are just actors. It didn't matter to me after a point, because this whole horrible thing that we try to do, हम लोग खुद ही करते हैं. हम लोग खुद ही बॉक्स करने की कोशिश करते हैं. टीवी एक्टर, वेब एक्टर, ये एक्टर, वो एक्टर. अरे क्यों यार, सभी एक्टर हैं. अब वो बेचारे उस माध्यम में काम कर रहे हैं. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि that you'll turn around and say that अच्छा, this person is a TV actor or that person is a web actor. No, yaar. Now stars are making their foray into web. TV actors are also doing films. What are you going to say about that? People don't pay anybody on time. You have to run after your own money. Getting schedules in place, taking somebody's dates and then completely shunning them. Hiring you for a project and then suddenly taking somebody else and not informing the actor. There are so many things that they do wrong, that they need to understand that, somewhere deep down you are affecting a person mentally and you're harassing that person. And this is mental harassment. I'm sorry to say, because it doesn't happen in any other industry as much as it happens in ours. So what is it that we are doing wrong? I think we need to be able to see this. I'm looking at it from an outsider's point of view entirely now. I was in it, so I wasn't really paying attention to it so much. But now, because I am not really doing anything related to all this that has been happening, I'm now watching it from an outsider's point of view, and I'm going that's really wrong. That doesn't happen in any other industry. I'm sure it's unfair in a lot of others, but it's really unprofessional in ours.